more than a decade, Wall Street lived inside a story that felt too powerful to question. A story so clean, so logical, so profitable that doubting it almost sounded irresponsible. In this story, there was a single, undeniable truth. And slowly, almost without resistance, that future began to feel inevitable. Like there was no other path forward. And at the center of it all, one company quietly became unavoidable. Without it, the entire system would slow down. When it moved, everything else moved with it. This wasn't diversification. It was concentration hiding behind innovation. Wall Street didn't ignore the risk, it explained it away. NVIDIA wasn't treated like a normal company. It was treated like infrastructure. Entire markets began to lean on it without even realizing it. Trillions of dollars ended up tied to a single balance sheet. And that's when the system quietly became fragile. Nothing had gone wrong yet, and that's exactly why no one felt the need to worry.
Executed now, on it.
It started to feel like this time was different. Every era believes it has escaped the rules of gravity. History doesn't break suddenly, it bends first. The numbers kept getting bigger, too big to feel real. Money stopped representing things. It started representing belief. Soon belief wasn't questioned. It was built into the system. No one wanted to be the first to doubt. The real risk became not participating. Capital started moving faster than understanding. As the system grew more complex, fewer people truly understood it. Models became too intricate to question. Assumptions replaced certainty, and confidence slowly took the place of knowledge. At that point, even the experts weren't sure anymore. Everyone trusted that someone else had done the math, and no one wanted to be the one to slow things down. That's how bubbles survive. Not because everyone believes, but because no one dares to stop believing first. And then, someone moves. Not loudly, not dramatically. Just enough to make everyone else notice. One position reduced, one assumption questioned, and suddenly, the silence feels dangerous. The first ripple becomes a wave. One investor acts while others hesitate. Confidence fractures silently. A single move spreads faster than any warning. The market, once obedient, begins to twitch. Certainty collapses under its own weight. Fear hides in plain sight. Screens flicker across the room. Orders stack impossibly fast. The market moves as a single, restless organism. Human judgment dissolves into reflex. Every keystroke echoes in the dark, neon-lit chamber. Logic has no time to catch up. Only momentum commands. Anxiety hums beneath the surface, unnoticed, growing. Connections stretch thin. Every link vibrates with strain. The network pulses like a living thing, trembling on the edge of fracture. No one notices the cracks forming. Only speed matters now. Every signal is a whisper of danger. The system hums, unstoppable, as fragility hides in plain sight. Whispers turn into signals. Small alerts multiply unseen. The market senses tension before anyone understands it. Fear spreads quietly, invisible and relentless. Every corner of the system feels the pulse, but no one knows where it leads. Contagion moves silently, faster than comprehension. Unstoppable and blind. Orders cross borders in milliseconds. Servers hum in sync. Algorithms pulse like hidden hearts. Humans struggle to keep pace. Contagion moves through wires, screens, and eyes. No one controls it. The system runs itself. Speed replaces judgment. Humans react too late. Fear grows quietly. Nervous energy spreads. Everyone senses something breaking. Liquidity tightens. Patterns repeat. The pace outstrips comprehension. Control evaporates. The market obeys a new force, unseen, unstoppable. Signals collide, the rhythm accelerates, no one can follow. Control is gone. Orders spiral. The system pulses faster, humans are left behind. The network pulses. Every node reacts. The system moves without waiting. Alerts multiply. Patterns loop. The system hums with its own life. Signals overlap, reactions accelerate, the system outpaces understanding. The shift gains speed. Small cracks ignite larger fractures, markets start to tremble. Algorithms react. Orders cascade. Control slips through human hands. One fund falters, another hesitates. Momentum starts to govern decisions. No one acts. Silence turns into a signal. Fear begins to synchronize. The narrative starts to fracture. Stories stop aligning. Uncertainty feeds itself. Confidence fades quietly. Models adjust, expectations lose their edge. Flows reverse without debate. What once forced buying now forces exits. Liquidity thins, spreads widen, the exit narrows. Volatility spikes. Hedging accelerates, pressure spreads across the system. Headlines change tone. Doubt enters the mainstream, confidence loses its voice. Weakness spills outward. Correlations rise, everything starts to move together. Risk managers intervene. Positions shrink. Survival replaces conviction. Fear synchronizes. Correlation goes to 1. Diversity disappears. The company still performs. The stock no longer protects, the era disconnects. This has happened before. Leadership narrows, fragility follows. The shock moves beyond markets. Confidence weakens. The real economy starts to feel it. Nothing is broken yet, but everything is bending under the same weight. The question replaces certainty. Belief loses its grip. Attention shifts. Models are questioned. Assumptions are revisited. The future looks heavier. Risk is repriced. Exposure is trimmed. Safety becomes the priority. Momentum fades. Reflex replaces intent. Movement continues without belief. Everyone sees the same door. Space tightens. Time disappears. Everyone heads for the same exit. Liquidity collapses. Time runs out. Orders hesitate. Prices gap. The machine starts to stutter. Control disappears. No one is steering anymore. The system moves alone. Silence returns, not calm, anticipation. Everyone is watching the same screen. The next move is forced. Optionality vanishes. Reaction replaces decision. Speed overwhelms reason. Acceleration feeds on itself. Control is no longer possible. Psychology breaks first. Trust evaporates. Fear takes command. The market stops pretending. Reality asserts itself. The story loses control. Consequences surface quietly. Damage forms before it is named. There is no rewind. Positions are set. Consequences are locked in. Eras don't end with collapse. They end when belief quietly expires.